So I had this whole video that I made the other night, and then we had load shedding. So that's my whole video with it. My battery died and I never saved the video. So welcome back to myself and to you guys. I have been gone for quite some time with good reason. It has been a rough few months for me. I just recently lost my dad, and also found out that I'm pregnant, which is a good thing. Um, but I'll tell you guys all about that more in another video. So my main focus on this video today is I actually want to tell you guys, I don't know if you go into my page, you'll see that I've changed my name. So I am no longer Shell's Curls, but I'm Shell's Life. So I decided to change this page. It is actually something that I've been thinking about for quite some time now. So my main reason for this is because of Medan, my little boy. I will introduce you guys in more of my videos. I'll introduce you to Medan. So I want to make epilepsy and brain tumors more of an awareness. So this is my main approach to why I am changing my page. So I'll be telling you guys a little bit more about Medan and Medan's story, for you guys just have a background of what this page will be about and what you guys can expect moving forward. I will also in some of my other videos talk about my pregnancy and what is our plan moving forward. Okay, so welcome back guys. If you are new, please do subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you. At the end of this video, if you do like it, please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned because there is so much more to follow. So mainly Medan was diagnosed with a brain tumor last year. He is 8 years old currently. So Medan's journey is that most of you guys that know me will know Medan and what he went through as a child. So Medan was at the age of 2. Medan started having seizures, and just out of nowhere he started having these seizures, and most of these seizures happened while he was asleep, and we did not know why or how is this happening. At first we just thought maybe it might be fever, because most people would say that seizures are due to a high fever. In Medan's case, this was not the case. So Medan had seizures from the age of 2 up until the age of 8 years old, and it's been a journey for us as parents. We have seen so many doctors and we could not figure out what is wrong with this child. Till a few years back, I think 2 years back, we found a doctor that told us that Medan has a tumor growing on his brain, at the right side of his brain, and that it's not a cancerous tumor. And obviously it's a doctor, so we believed him, and we went on. They changed Medan's medication, things happened, and Medan's seizures just got more severe, and eventually I had to take Medan out of school because he couldn't function in school because he was constantly having a seizure. So Medan had like 8 or 9 seizures a day, and as you can imagine, this caused a lot of damage to Medan's brain. So after getting a second opinion, a third opinion, a fourth opinion, a fifth opinion, we eventually found a doctor that was able to remove this tumor, because no other doctor was willing to take the chance to remove this tumor, because they were so scared of him losing complete movement on his right side. So Medan's tumor was basically on his motor control side. So it was a big risk for us to get this tumor removed. So last year, March, on the 21st of March 2020, they removed the tumor, which was a great success, and the whole tumor was removed. So my approach to this page is that I want to make this more of an awareness, because I just feel that people do not know what epilepsy is about. People do not know what it consists, and people do not know the impact that this thing has on someone else's life. So my personal opinion is that epilepsy is just as bad as cancer. It's just as bad as um, a diabetic person, it needs to be treated the same as any other disease. So Medan's tumor was cancerous. So Medan is a cancer baby and is registered on an oncology program. But Medan is doing well. So like I said, most of Medan's seizures started at that time while he was asleep. And then you like, it's been now, let's say 7 years that we've been going through this as parents, and I cannot tell you that it feels like I've lost so much time in my life. It feels like Medan has lost so much time of his life. I mean, he was just a kid, he's still just a kid. Medan had to redo grade 1 because I had to take him out of the school because his seizures were too bad. Um, and I think the sad part about this whole thing is that no one knew what to do when I was not around, when my child had a seizure. I'm not talking about family-wise or friends. I'm talking about outside people, You would go to an event and the child might be having a seizure. You as parents are not close enough. The next person next to him or adults there, and they do not know how to help the child. They'll end up doing CPR, which is the worst thing ever you can do, because a person with epilepsy normally just needs to be put on their side for them to let the seizure pass. You also need to time it to make sure that it's not longer than 5 minutes before you rush him to the hospital. So, things like that is what's really bothering me, is that people do not know how to treat this disease. And it's sad, it really is sad, because my child was fortunate enough to get through this, but who says the next child will be fortunate enough to get through it, or the next person even? So I think that this thing needs to become more of an awareness. Do it. We were extremely scared because, I mean, this is brain surgery, it's not just any surgery. My child is 6, 7 years old. What am I going to expect? Will my child wake up speaking again? Will my child be the same? All these type of things go through your head as a parent, and you're scared. You are so scared, but at the same time, you're so brave, because you not want your child to know that you are scared, so that he can be brave enough to do it. I can tell you now that Meden has been the bravest little boy that I have met, and he has gone through so much, but I think that even with everything that he's been going through, he has been so strong. His faith has been so strong. He really literally depends on God for everything that he does, which is an amazing thing for me, because I know that my child has faith in whatever needs to happen in his life. He feels that God will show him the way. I'll never forget the day the operation happened. Was on the 21st of March 2020. So this was last year. So it's literally now a year and 2 months since Medan had the brain operation. And it's also a year and 2 months that Medan has been seizure free. So Medan has not had a seizure after this operation. His operation was a great success. But that day that Medan went in, we waited a while before they came to fetch him for theatre, and we got to the theatre room and he was in the waiting room, and we were like, okay, Medan, do you want us to go in with you, or no, actually the nurse said that we can go in with him till he's asleep, and then we need to go out. So we were like, okay, we're gonna go in with you till he's sleeping, and then we'll leave. And he was like, no. And we were like, what do you mean no? And he's like, let's just pray. This was Medan's words. Let's just pray and trust in Jesus, and everything will be fine. I will go in by myself. Let's all just stand here and pray. So it was myself, Marvin, and then my mother. And I was shocked to know that my son is 7 years old, and this is his reaction to what's about to happen next. I mean, as a parent, they're going to cut your child's head open, literally. And he, as a child, knew that that's what's going to happen. But he was so brave doing this, guys. I cannot tell you that at that time you want to cry, but you also do not want to cry, because the minute you cry, you're going to make him scared or whatever the case may be. But Medan was so calm and he went in like, it's fine, you know. I'll come out and I'll see you guys later. Yeah. It was a 6-hour operation, and he sat there in the waiting room waiting. And I am happy that it was myself, Marvin, and my mother, because I do not know how we would have done it alone. My mother has been a great support throughout everything. Unfortunately, my father couldn't be there because he was just as ill at the time, but he was constantly phoning, asking, and I think it's due to my father that I can say that my child's fate's where it is, because he has taught me and that no matter what you go through in life, with God on your side, nothing else matters. And that I think meant a lot to me. Then it really looked up to my father, and I am forever grateful for that. So after Medan's operation, he was in hospital for still a week, and at that time when Medan was discharged on the 26th, went into hard lockdown. So once a year we take him for an MRI, and this is going to be his first checkup this year. So next week he'll be going for his MRI. I'll also make a video on that, showing you guys how that went. To see if this thing has grown back or not. Medan is also registered on an oncology program where whatever he needs, he is covered because he is now a cancer baby. But that is my advice to you, and that is why I thought I'm going to start this page and actually just talk more about all these things. So as time goes on, I will be speaking about how to deal with epilepsy, how to treat a child with epilepsy, my experiences as a parent, Marvin's experiences as a parent, how it affected us as parents, how it affected his little sister, you know, all those type of things. And I just really want this page to be more focused on a next parent that it might benefit. So yes, Medan is our little warrior child. So you've seen, I don't know if you've seen one of my previous videos where I did my hair. We were also doing homework, and I refer to Medan as our little warrior. So this is why Medan's going to be 9 now in October, and his progress is amazing. It also feels like I have been making this video for the last 2 weeks. So in this bit, sorry about that. I've just been having hassles doing this video. So as time goes on, I will talk more about Medan, and I'll go more in depth about everything. So this is just basically a little small background story of Medan and what to expect. So please do comment down below how you guys feel about this, and what is your intake on this whole thing, and what you'd like to know. So I do thank you guys for watching this video. If you are new, please subscribe. There will be still curly videos, but it won't be as much as before, because this page is now mainly focused on me talking about Medan, but it will still be a lifestyle page. I'll still talk about family. I won't just focus on Medan, but that is my main aim now. I'll also in the next video tell you guys a little bit more about my pregnancy. So yeah, I do not know how long this video is. It felt like I've made this video forever because it's in drips and drabs. So thank you guys, I do thank you, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.